Another video by Trem, the Tokyo real estate man. And I really haven't done a video in a while. And by the way, that's my Volkswagen bus right there. And I'm here in Shibuya, Tokyo, where I have my shop. I have a shop on this side of the street because I own an apartment in this building. And then I'm also kind of the manager of this building. And I'm friends with the lady across the street, and I run my little store out of her balcony area there. And yeah, we sell bikes as well, so those are two bikes that we have for sale right now. Yeah, so it's Saturday morning here, and I haven't really done a video in a while, a video update about Shibuya real estate. And the truth is, I have not been following the market at all. I'm really seeing any price deflation of any type anywhere. There's a lot of development happening here in Shibuya, and I guess one big development, I guess, is I'm told that on the 24th of November, Google is moving their Tokyo head office into the Stream building, right near Shibuya Station. Okay. I don't really I decided I haven't done a video update in a while, and I've talked periodically, like I meet realtors always on the street, or I meet them like here in the neighborhood, and we talk about the market a little bit, but just lightly. Like, I've owned a lot of my properties here, which is in the double digits. That's an amount of properties. I won't say how high into the double digits, but it's into the double digits. And I've owned a lot of my properties for many, many years now. And according to the realtors that I talk to, they're seeing some sort of price deflation in the less popular areas of Tokyo. I don't know if it's deflation or it's just the price kind of holding, but in the more popular areas, you're not seeing any price deflation at all. In fact, you're seeing more and more people interested in still investing in the market. Yeah. So that's kind of what's happening with the price action with Shibuya real estate. And like sometimes I'll get someone that'll give me a mail and asking about Japan real estate or Osaka real estate. I know nothing about it. I only really know probably a 15 square meter area that I have my pulse on, that I really know about. And I really know nothing about it. But yeah, I don't see it going down. Although I do talk to some people in the market, and they're like, well, after the 2020 Olympics, they seem to think that there might be some price deflation. But I keep looking at the idea of building costs and rebuilding here in the center of the city, which is growing. The Central 4 coups or the Central 5 coups, which are or wards. At Tokyo, we have a ward system: Shibuya Ward, Shinjuku Ward, Minato Ward, Chuo Ward, and am I forgetting one? No. Well, those Central 4 wards, you could possibly put in a little bit of Shinagawa, parts of Shinagawa, or parts of Meguro Ward into the city center. Yeah, those areas are continuing to grow at 1% a year. So you're seeing a slow depopulation of Inaka Japan or rural Japan, and the people are moving here into the central wards of the city. There's a mamachari right there. That's the electronic bikes. Really changed life for a lot of mothers here in Japan. It's a great. Those bikes are just phenomenal. And yeah, that's my bike right there. Yeah. And here's a little look at the van. There you go. You can always, I put those out purposely. If you want to follow me, you're welcome to follow the Instagram Shibuya Republic right there. Okay, moving over to a little bit of Vancouver real estate. As you know, I do own a property in Vancouver in a building that I just love, which is 777 Burrard. And I didn't do a video there while I was in Vancouver in the summer, but yeah, I don't see any price deflation happening in maybe a little bit of contraction in various areas like that, but I don't see anything happening. And I don't know, like other people know the stats and stuff like that better than I do, right? I just have one barometer. When I put the ad up for my apartment in the middle of July to rent for September, I got like 100 mails in basically a week for my apartment right there, which is a pretty nice apartment. It's an older building. I love that antique buildings that they have in Vancouver, that brick, because you just don't see that here in Tokyo. You see like even this like small building right here, you see like more concrete style buildings. Like, yeah, you don't see any brick, and you see the tile. Sometimes they use like a tile like this one here on this stone that looks like brick, but yeah, you can never build with brick in this kind of earthquake zone because it's way too dangerous. Yeah. So I got 100 mails for my apartment there to rent between September and June of next year, like a 10-month term I put on the lease. And I had like 100 mails. In fact, I didn't even know how to deal with it, because like 100 mails, I think I told people that I don't exactly remember right now. I told people that I was having an open house, and at the open house I think I had about 6 or 7 groups come, and they were all interested. In fact, like, it was so hard for people to look for an apartment. I found that most of the groups were hedging. What I mean is they didn't want to commit to me because they had 5 or 6 other feelers out like that. So no one actually wanted to make a commitment exactly because they were so prepared. They knew that I could only say yes to one group. So they were, in fact, in some ways scared to make a commitment because they were looking at maybe 5 or 6 other places. So everyone was hedging. So that is an indication of the popularity of that market, and I just don't see it going down, And I kind of translating my Tokyo experience over to Vancouver, and I think like what's going to happen to Vancouver. This is my interpretation. It's my interpretation, but I mean, you can see right here. Look at the shrinkalization. I think former fist. We talked about it before, but yeah, I mean, what's going to happen to the Vancouver units over time is they're just going to be. Look here, like that one unit there. That is probably 3 meters across, and it's probably 6 meters down. So you're looking at a maybe a 18-meter apartment for that person right there, and they pay like probably $1,100 US a month for that small apartment here, maybe $1,200 here in Shibuya, and this is a pretty it's nothing special, plain Jane building. Yeah, so that's basically what's going to happen to Vancouver is that the space bubble of the last the lifestyle since World War II is just gone now, and it's just going to continue to reform itself in that sort of way. And so yeah, I don't see any, and it's just so hard to bring on new product or supply into like the urban environments, because like one NIMBY, who wants to change their environment and just to remake it. I mean, Formafist made a video one time about how like there's tons of land supply, and you're right, there is tons of land supply. You know what? That's really easy to talk about. What about doing it? And I'm in the building business, okay? Like even yesterday, I went to one of my apartments where I had to redo the floor, okay? I worked 10 hours there yesterday, okay? And I was exhausted. And there was only 2 other guys on my crew, okay? We have to go back there for one more day next week. But it's hard to bring on supply. Is all heavy lifting. You look at a map, you're like, oh, it's going to be so easy to bring on supply. Yeah, right, it's not. It takes a lot of work. So yeah, I don't see it going anywhere. My last comment would be like for when I'm on, this is a little YouTube thing, a little pet peeve YouTube thing about some people with their heavy opinions on real estate. You know, I made a point to one commenter on the Vancouver real estate channel. What's it called? Sandy. Yeah. Yeah, people with heavy opinions sometimes. You know what? I'm going to invite you right now to start having an opinion on something and start making a video. Take your phone like this, okay, and make a video, okay? And this is just not a voice, by the way. Here's me. I'm Bruce. I'm Shibuya Republic. Okay, I don't really like to put my face on my video too much anymore because it's not as nice looking as it used to be. So I'd rather put on nicer content for people to look at. But sometimes I find that people got some pretty heavy opinions right now on things and are pretty critical of some people's videos. You know what I'd like to say to some of those people? Make a video your own. Okay, and that's a challenge to Sandy Lo Wong. I'm waiting for your video and I'm ready to subscribe to your channel. Okay, yeah, so this is the Tokyo real estate man here in Shinsen, it's hard to say in English, Shinsen, Shibuya, about probably 600 meters away from the crosswalk. And you see my beautiful Volkswagen bus. And again, I invite people to follow my Instagram. And I'm going to update my site, shibuyarepublic.org, okay, for a better e-shopping platform if you're interested in cool Shibuya fashion that is Volkswagen bus related. There you go, shibuyarepublic.org. Tokyo Real Estate Man, signing out here from Shibuya.